When I was a child, I had always had this image of me growing up and having two daughters named Grace and Faith. When Gracie was a little older, we decided to try for another child. I had always just had this idea of having two girls. We started to try and just nothing happened, and it was really hard to go through month after month of not seeing that happen. There's definitely people there that were on my side. I actually went to a ladies' prayer meeting, and at that meeting there was some very serious things being prayed for. In my own heart, I just decided that this was my moment. Last December we discovered we were pregnant. So we found out in January that officially that I was pregnant. And then 8 days later, I started having incredible pain. So I went to a walk-in clinic, and a doctor saw me there and assessed me and told me it was either a bladder infection or more likely an ectopic pregnancy, which means that you're not actually pregnant. I had the power to put my faith in God and what He had told me. So I did all the testing and they didn't really know what it was. So they decided to do an ultrasound to see what was going on internally. Turned out that they found a 10-centimeter fibroid. Because of the fibroid and a few other things, they told me that I now had a high-risk pregnancy, and about 5 months into it, they assessed me further and told me the 10-centimeter fibroid had grown. It was now 12 centimeters, and I also had an additional 6-centimeter fibroid, as well as way too much amniotic fluid. And I had to go see another specialist. So I had 4 doctor's appointments every week. We just kept standing on certain scriptures that we had. By the 8th month of pregnancy, I was at my 8th ultrasound. I was looking at the screen and I said, "Oh, my fibroids had shrunk." And then the technician was like, no, fibroids never shrink when you're pregnant. And I was like, well, they did though. And the amniotic fluid had completely regulated. And so they actually deemed me in my 8th month not high risk anymore. The Lord really does, if He puts a desire in your heart, that He is faithful and He will see that to completion.